Hey mate, Richard Laurina, your friendly neighborhood seduction guru here, and welcome to Super Seducer. I'm so excited to be getting it into your hands. We had a fantastic time creating it, and I hope that you have a real blast playing it. But it's also going to be really interesting, I hope, and psychologically challenging because we used real dating principles in coming up with the game. So go ahead, jump in there, and finally, thank you so much for buying it, and I hope you really enjoy it.
Oh my God. Okay, so that was a nice little start to Super Seducer. Hello everyone, and welcome to First20 here on Stephen Plays. My name is Stephen George. I play video games. Every Friday it's the first 20 minutes or so of a game. What I'm so excited about is Mallory is with me.
Yeah.
Mallory is here to give a woman's point of view.
Yeah.
A woman's point of view about Super Seducer. So this game is super intriguing to me. The fact that it exists. Quick history of what my experience with this game was. I got an email like 2 months ago, and it was for Super Seducer. I get like 50 plus emails a day. Some devs are like, hey, play our game. Some of them just give me keys without me asking. Super Seducer was one of them. They were just like, hey, here's keys. And I read quickly enough through it that I was like, okay, it seems like some weird FMV game. It doesn't seem like anything I'm interested in, whatever. And then I'd seen that it was being released on PC and PS4. Well, flash forward a few months, and Sony, as they were getting ready to release the PS4 version, Sony blocked it. Sony said, basically, no, this is not coming out on our platform. And I was like, what is this? So I went back and looked. This game has gotten an extreme amount of negative press because what I originally thought was a joke is real. This game is about giving you advice on how to pick up women. And after I knew that, I was like, wait, because I had seen a few things here and there, and I was like, this is real? This isn't like a joke game? No, this is apparently created by a real guru. Love guru? Is that
I don't know.
It's apparently a career path. Love guru. And he talks about how to pick up women. Okay, so we're gonna jump in, and I think it's great that Mao is here with me, so she gets to give her perspective on this. And the other thing I wanted to point out is that when this game was released, there's a big disclaimer with it that says you're free to monetize the videos and streams that you do with this, and you are free to be as critical as you want, including to the creator. So like they knew when they made this game that they were going to get heat for it. They knew all of that. That's not anything new to them. Anyway, let's go to the settings quick. I'm gonna lower the volume just a little bit. It's kind of loud. Subtitles on. I guess that means on.
Yeah.
Story mode. Girl on street. Also, without putting like a ESRB warning on screen, because I don't think this is rated by ESRB. This is almost assuredly got mature content in it and language. Just giving everyone a fair warning there. Chapter briefing. You're walking and a girl catches your eye. Can you stop her, get her to talk to you, and make her want to see you again? Goal, get an instant date. Mallory, I'm handing you the controller. I want you to see if you can pick up this girl on the street. How hard could it be? Look at you. You're such a strapping young lad.
Now, should I do what I would want, or should I do what he thinks would get him a date?
You should do what you think, right? So, like, what would you want as a woman who is being approached on the street by this man? You get to suddenly choose.
I'm going to approach slightly in front and to the side.
I'm busy.
But that's also what you would want, is for him to leave you alone, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
You made it too easy for her to just walk past you and brush you off. Too close, to the side. It means that she will likely do that as a reflex, like 90% of the time.
No, Mallory.
It's because when guys do it other ways, it's like, gosh, I don't want to be approached on a street.
So already, so the very first scenario in the game is like, actually, no, please stay away from me. Okay, so listen, Mal, unfortunately, as a woman, you don't understand these things.
Can I just give my perspective on all of these?
You have to be, Mallory, are you a love guru? Because if you're not a love guru...
This would freak me out. He would be, if I found out he wasn't blind, he would be crazy to me. This is like, no, ew, go away. This is like, are you stalking me because you're following me? And this is the same, like, stop following me.
I just want to remind everyone that this is a real video game that exists in the year 2018. And it's so weird because this, like, I feel like we've been moving, like, forward. Like, there's been progress made in, like, the understanding that this sort of activity is extremely creepy.
Yeah.
But then I guess not, because this comes out and it's not actually a joke. It's like a real thing. Either way, perhaps we can have some fun with this game, getting your experience and your input, and then also choosing really dumb answers. So I'll let you...
Pretend to be blind.
Whoa.
Yes, that is the correct way to pretend to be blind.
She's just going to brush you off.
Also... Why would a blind person
walk with their hands out like that?
Walk like a zombie. Blind people who are that old, that have been blind for that long, are very familiar with the world. They've got all their different tools and utilities to deal with that. They're not going to be wandering around like a zombie.
This is like the worst quiz.
Hey, listen, I just saw you and you look really nice.
I'm busy.
Are you busy? Where are you headed?
Leave me alone. You're creepy. I don't need to answer that.
One of the key rules in the daytime is that you don't want to end up walking next to the girl. It's very stalker-ish, and so you should avoid it.
Yes,
you want
you
to
should.
stop her. If she doesn't stop, you let her go. Pointless, doesn't do anything. Wrong choice.
All of these are so bad. Why does this have weird music?
I think it's because you chose the right one.
That's correct.
What?
When you stop a girl on the street, you need to be directly in front of her and also leave enough space so that she can slow down and comfortably stop.
Why are these lingerie models wearing Louis Vuittons laying on his bed?
I'm assuming that the women show up when you correctly guess
Oh my god.
what you're supposed to do.
Oh my god.
Man.
Okay, let me give feedback on these 5 answers. That's not too bad.
I just saw you, wanted to let you know you look very elegant.
Uh-huh, that's not too bad.
I knew from one of my yoga classes.
I mean, that's okay, but it's also kind of like...
Why? Quit sitting behind me and staring at my hips.
Or like, approach me in yoga.
That's an Earthbound
I got
reference.
it.
I know, but I didn't know if they did.
This is trite.
Hey, do you have a minute? Oh, God. D is quite forward.
No, that's like, call the police.
Where is the mace?
Yes.
Where is the mace? Okay, so...
Let's go with this one.
If you get music, you must have done it right.
It's like a kind of a nice compliment because it's elegant and not like sexy or hot.
Because it's the word elegant?
Hey, excuse me. Can I tell you something really quickly?
Sure.
I just saw you and wanted to let you know that you look really elegant. I love that skirt as well. It's really summery.
Thank you.
This is good because you've given her a nice compliment. It's direct. It's made her smile and it's made her feel like speaking to you. So it's a nice, confident way to start in the street. So what's your plans for today?
I'm actually going to the park to feed the squirrels with my friend.
What? Feed squirrels?
Yeah.
And ducks or squirrels?
No, just the squirrels.
These little guys, yeah?
Yeah, we got them to be our friends.
What do you feed them? Like hot dogs?
Almonds?
What?
Almonds?
Yeah.
That's their favorite, is it?
It seems to be.
I feel like this is a game where he's learning to be human.
I do.
He's like studying human behaviors and...
He's the robot from Men in Black.
You should try it sometime.
The little robot in the guy's head.
Yeah.
What are you doing today?
Oh my God. What are you doing today, human female? Well, I'm gonna go feed the squirrels. Ducks? No.
Or squirrels.
What?
Squirrels. I said
squirrel.
squirrels.
Duck, squirrel,
What do they eat? This human food?
Human food. Do you also eat squirrel food? Seriously, like you could shoot him in the face and metal would just fly out behind him because there's nothing going on. It's a mechanical machine. Oh my God.
I
Go
also
ahead.
want to point out the shoes on that lingerie model on the bed, the Louis Vuitton shoes. Like, they have to have them up so you can see the sole, because that means the red sole is like their thing.
Oh, see,
And like
I
they
didn't
probably
know that.
rented them or something, and they don't want to like scruff them or something, so that's why she's on the bed with her feet in the air showing the sole.
I see.
Yeah. That's how I knew what those shoes were. It's not just...
Do you live local around here somewhere?
Yeah.
That's nice. And do you spend a lot of time in this area?
You seem to be talking a lot for trying to get her to do a lot of the
There's a
talking.
nice coffee shop just down there. Have you been there?
I have, but I'm going to meet a friend actually, so I need to go.
Okay, what's her name? Is it a he? or a she? In the beginning, the girl actually shouldn't do most of the talking, so you don't want to ask a bunch of questions. You want to make statements and do most of the talking yourself.
Oh my God.
Ugh.
I need to go meet my friend. What is her name?
Is it a he?
Is it
a
a
boy?
he?
Do you have a boyfriend?
Does he eat hot dogs? Is he a squirrel? Is your boyfriend a hot dog?
Or is he a duck?
This is a game.
It's not.
It's not.
It's a
game.
glorified quiz.
Yeah, I was just walking. There's a nice park down there. And then I'm going to meet some friends, but I've got like 40 minutes. And that's why when I saw you, and I thought you looked friendly, so that's why I came over and said hi.
Ugh, no, I would leave.
Okay.
Okay.
In the early stages of an interaction, you actually do want to make most of the conversation so that she has a chance to relax, get comfortable talking to you, snap out of the mindset that she was in, thinking about what she's doing and where she's going. So that's the right one. We might hire some bikes and go riding around the park. There's like a nice spot where they rent out bikes and it's
But
on the
she's
lake.
busy.
Yeah, but you ride bikes in that?
Well, I'm English. You know what we do, like with the penny farthing and the suit on and
Okay.
sitting really up straight.
That's very fancy for bikes.
I will change. I will
Okay.
change, yeah.
Okay. First off, what was the script? There is no script.
There is no
This
script.
is so improv and not well. They're just mumbling about rent, and I guess it's supposed to emulate real conversation, but it just ends up being crazy talk.
It's crazy and creepy. Like, if someone just came up to me and started babbling at me like this, I would be like, oh my God, get away from me.
Yeah, I would be freaked out.
Uh-huh.
If anyone, like man or woman, came up to me and just started talking like he's talking right now, I'd be like, I really got to get away from this guy. Especially if I was on my way to meet someone,
Yeah.
I'd be gone. Okay. Well,
This is like, ugh, no. Like, slap run away for check out her earrings as an excuse to touch her.
for what it's worth, either of us, if we were in this situation, would be long gone.
Yeah.
Find an excuse to take off your shirt. How? What excuse could you...
I want to pick it just to see what the excuse
What
is.
could the point A to point B from where you've gotten in this conversation? You've approached this girl who's totally freaked out, and you're like, hey, ducks, squirrels. And she's like, and you're like, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog. And she's like, I really got to meet my friend. And you're like, wait, let me tell you statements about myself. And she is like, okay, I'm going to give this guy 4 seconds. How do you rip your shirt off? Malchusi.
But the rest of these,
Well-
like, how do you get to asking what hairstyle she thinks would be good for
Well,
you?
here's the thing. C can't be right. God, I hope. Jesus in heaven, please help us. Choose C, because it won't be right, so we can at least see what happens.
Yeah, you might be able to help me with this actually. I was thinking of getting a tattoo. Let me show you.
What?
So like somewhere
No.
somewhere like on my
Keep your
body.
clothes on.
No, come
Keep your
and
clothes
come and see. Girls just aren't as sexual as guys, so getting your shirt off in the daytime, not cool unless you know that she's into it.
Grab her arm
and
as she
gives
walks
some
away.
hints that she likes you already.
Oh my God. Achievement unlocked. Offensive. Wow. I like how it is. Just suddenly, like, we've only finished talking about the squirrels, and it's like, hey,
Let me take off my shirt.
Let me take off my shirt here because I'm thinking of getting a tattoo, and this right here is where my soul would be, but I don't have one. So I'm thinking of getting a tattoo of a soul where it would go. Also, please don't mind my shiny metal exterior. I'm trying to learn how the humans do. Jesus. All right, pick
Hairstyle.
Yeah, speaking of squirrels, you can help me with this.
Good transition.
I was thinking of getting my hair cut. What do you think? Do you prefer long or short hair?
I kind of like the long hair.
Yeah?
Have you ever put it back?
Well, like in a ponytail?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried that.
Maybe try it more?
Could do, yeah. You think it's still like masculine? It's all right?
Maybe they're both robots.
Okay, nice one. Thanks for the advice.
Sure.
Not the best option, and psychologically it's important
clothes
to remember that asking for advice on dumb stuff as if you don't know what you're doing is not such a good thing to do in the early stages with a girl.
So, okay. So it's not just yes or no. Wow, there's actually some semblance of a game. You can see a structure. And when you get the half answer, which is what you just got, the girls are on the bed, but they have more clothes on.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Like,
oh my god!
So I feel kind of bad for subjecting
I can't
the
even.
Steven Plays audience to this. Although I also feel like it's fun because I get to bring you into it and get your input as a female human, not squirrel. And this is a game that I would not have asked for a key for. They literally just sent me a key. In fact, fun fact, they sent me 2. I got 2 keys, and I was like, okay. So because they sent it, I was like, all right, well, we'll see what happens here.
Ask her name and then say it's your name too.
What's your name?
Alexa?
No way, you're joking.
No.
That's my name too. I'm Alexa too. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
No, I'm joking. My name's Richard.
But
But it's still good to meet you.
You too.
This is a funny take on it. So of course you need to get her name. And in this case, you followed up the very common, boring question with a little bit of a joke. Of course, it's important that you can pull it off, say it in a cheeky way. And it's another thing where it's guaranteed to get a laugh. And it's a question that you always need to ask. So it's a great one. Go out and try it. What kind of things do you like to do in your free time?
I actually don't have a lot of free time. I work
shame.
a lot. So when I'm not working, I like to be outside.
Yeah.
I try to be outdoors as much as possible. I actually bike where you mentioned.
Okay.
I just try to be outdoors.
So you're one of these active people that's always doing stuff.
Yeah, it's hard for me to
One of these
sitting
humans.
Not couch potato.
Well, every now and then, but in general, no, more active than down.
I'm kind of semi-active. Like I do some active stuff, but actually
Human
I prefer it
active
when,
stuff.
Someone else plans everything and they're like, come to this, and I always say yes.
Okay.
But given the choice, I often just chill at home. I
That's
like
fair.
chilling.
Okay, real talk. I have encountered people like this.
Yeah.
In my human life.
That need to stop and talk to you about their lives.
Yeah, like just randomly start talking, and my first thought is, I need to get away from you.
Yes.
That's it. Just how it happens. I mean, sometimes, and God bless them. There will be someone that's like super excited that they just want to talk, like at the post office or whatever, and they'll say, how about that weather or whatever, and be like, yep. And then all of a sudden it's like, did you see what happened to Hillary? And I'm like, oh God, no, just don't. I don't want to talk about any of this. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk while I'm here. This woman does not want to talk while she's on
Her walk to meet her friend to feed squirrels.
Exactly. Yes. Anyway, sorry, Matt. What were you saying?
I was going to say, what was the thought process behind the bed scene? We need a way to show you did good besides this heart in the corner. I know. Let's get models to wear lingerie if you do good, but if you do okay, well, they'll have clothes on. So I love it. Let's do it. Put it in the game.
So is
that how it went?
I don't know. So this dude, this dude it's a real dude. He's a real love guru. He's written all sorts of material and he's very successful, I guess. This game exists because he wanted to make a video game. My question is this: who is this directed to? Is this directed to someone who doesn't understand that you shouldn't do these things, right? Like, don't like it's not that you can't talk to people. It's not that you can't talk to people. You can't approach people, but like there's certain ways of going about it, and like
to read that she was uncomfortable when you first started talking to her, that she wanted to be left alone.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
you don't push it
Yeah.
because then you freak her out.
Yeah.
Because that's how I would be.
Yeah. So real talk. I am not someone who like gets anxious from like watching other people's interactions.
Yeah.
And like I feel levels of anxiety from playing this game because I feel bad for the girl.
Yes, I do too.
Like it makes me nervous to play this because I'm like, oh my God, I have anxiety from this dude. And it's a game. This is all like, this was set up. They shot this. This is not a real event that's happening. And I have anxiety because I'm like, I don't want to be in that situation.
Yeah. Does this remind you of some other thing where some people got hired and didn't really want to be part of it? A certain movie, perhaps?
Oh my God.
Doesn't it?
This is the video game version of The Room.
It is.
And that guy is Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I mean, Tommy Wiseau seems like he seems like a nice guy, where this guy is like, I don't know. But like Tommy Wiseau feels very alien.
Yes.
And that's the commonality here, is
yes.
that this Love Guru guy feels like he's in a human suit and is like, I gotta figure this hot dog thing out. And Tommy Wiseau also feels like if he got a hot dog for the first time, he'd go, what is this thing? So it's some interest. All right, go pick another thing.
This one. Oh.
Okay, listen, like I said, I'm meeting those friends, but why don't you give me your number and we can keep in touch, maybe meet sometime.
Sure.
I've talked to you for 3 minutes.
Cool. Nice one.
We
Have
will be
fun.
lifelong
See
friends.
ya.
That's when you put in a fake
Well
number.
done, you got a fake number. Not good enough.
Berate her. Force her to stop and say, let me call it first to make sure you didn't lie to me. And then stare at her and say lies. Oh my
Have you ever
God.
tried climbing? You know, like on these walls? And,
I've heard of it.
Have you tried climbing on the ground?
you know, it's very cool. We've got
This
some
fence
place
to
that we
peek
go
over
to.
into their
I've only been, like, 4
backyard?
times, but it's really fun. Very good exercise and just really cool. So you should definitely try it.
Yeah, I would like to.
I have just learned about
When you're speaking
walking.
to girls, it's good to be passionate about something, and a good choice is something you love to do, a hobby. Now, why don't you see if you can go out and sell someone on it, make it so that they're smiling like, yeah, I'd like to do that. That sounds great. So it's the right option in this case.
Okay, so you said you like biking and rock climbing.
Yeah.
Any other like outdoor activities?
Yeah, loads of stuff.
Yeah.
Racket sports.
Like tennis?
Yeah, tennis and also squash. You know what squash is?
It's the English thing. I don't know
I
about
mean, most
it,
sports
no.
were invented in England, obviously, but I think they play it everywhere. It's like when you're usually inside and you've got a wall like in front, to the sides, and in the back, and you can
Okay.
hit the ball like anywhere. And I think it's the best exercise. You're constantly running, and
Yeah, it sounds
it's very cool.
kind of dangerous, but fun.
No, it's fine. It's fine. The ball is only like that big, so even if it hits you, it's not too bad.
A squash
You can
racquetball.
smash each other with the rackets.
I have no idea.
Rarely happens. You should
And-
try it.
I might sometime. You said you work in IT?
No.
Did we say that?
It might have been a different question we didn't get.
I don't remember him saying he worked in IT. From what I understand, he works in approaching women on street. Programmer, but switched to talking about life philosophy. Programmer, and that it's really boring and you don't like it much. Say that you're a model scout. Oh God. I'm pretty sure that takes you down the porn route. Programmer, and be passionate.
Yeah, I work in IT, and actually I love my job. I think that, people think IT is boring, but at the moment it's like the most exciting field, right, to work in. There's so many cool companies. I really love my job. So happy to go to work every day.
Happy
and,
human love job.
Yeah, it's fascinating for me.
That's great.
If you have a job and you think it's boring, that's not important. The thing that you need
Man,
to do
they
is
are
show
they are
that you
there
have
only
passion
to
for something.
exist.
If you do like your job, even if you think other people are not
Like
interested,
they're not doing
Like,
anything.
I don't
passionately
want to
about
get
it,
the best
and
answer
you can
because
get
I don't
them
want to
buy in,
see
feel at
this
least the
awkward
emotion,
scene
even if they don't
anymore.
understand it that well. So, don't worry about it being boring. Worry about how you tell others about it and hope that your emotion will be contagious.
So do you always stop girls in
I
the street?
completely agree.
Do you always stop girls in the street?
Just to add on to what you said, like, because I say this as a human male who is interested in female women, to be, well, this is an M-rated game. I like the boobies, right? So as someone who is interested in that, having them just sit there and be puppets is actually frightening. It's
very frightening.
It's one of those things that it's off-putting, very much so. Like, it also, the objectification of women is a problem in and of itself.
Yeah.
But like, to just have them sitting there is really weird. To the point where I almost don't want to get the right answer, because it's like they're not interacting at all. They're literally set pieces. They could have been replaced with JPEGs. I really don't think you would have noticed. God, make it end. Pick something.
Please end.
Oh, stop girls? No. Probably, when was the last time? Maybe I've never even done it.
Really?
Yeah, I just saw you and it just came to me. It's not something I do at all.
All right.
Yeah. This is the usual reflex response, but it's actually wrong because it's just dishonest and she knows that.
Somehow I think dishonesty won't be a problem in some of the later missions. Not really sure about that. I live near here, and I have the apartment all to myself, except for my creator, who is a professor, and he really loves human female and squirrels, and I was thinking we could go eat some hot dogs.
No.
What?
Listen, I've got a few minutes. Why don't we quickly grab a coffee?
Oh, I'd like to, but I'm actually going to meet my friends. But I could give you my number.
Okay, yeah, sure.
She offered her number.
Okay, put it in there. You did pretty well. You didn't get the very best result, which meant that you made a few decisions that weren't quite ideal, but you did enough to get the result and see the goal again. You got the number, so well done.
Casanova. Mal, you're a Casanova.
That's correct. When you stop a girl on the street, you need to be directly in front of her and also leave enough space so that she can slow down and comfortably stop. This is good because
Oh
you've
my
given
gosh,
her
please
a nice
stop.
compliment. It's direct, it's made her smile, and it's made her feel like speaking to you. So it's a nice, confident way to start in the street. In the early stages of an interaction, you actually do want to make most of the conversation so that she has a chance to relax.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, you take that.
I'm just gonna main menu this. There's what is the advice book? What is? Oh, this just tells you. Wild. Okay, man, this was, I'm gonna be honest, this was far more emotionally exhausting than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
When it started, I was like, this guy made this game, and by the end, I'm like, oh my god, I am emotionally exhausted from watching this. Wow. So, let me try and judge this as a video game. It's basically a glorified FMV game, and there are some semblances of a game. I like the fact that there's a bunch of joke responses, which are in there solely as padding and solely to make you laugh. But I don't even have to begin to explain the fundamental problems with a game like this. There are some pretty extreme issues. Man, this is normally part of the video where I'm like, if you're interested in purchasing this game, I mean, if you are interested in purchasing this game, I can't stop you. It's available on Humble. You can still support Stephen Plays through the purchase of this game. I'll put the link on screen and in the description. It's a great way to know what not to do. my advice, my personal advice, you decide to pick up this game and play through it with some females. Play it through it with some. If you're actually looking for realistic advice, play through it with some females who can give you real input on how wrong the answers are. And also, I'm assuming that later in the game, like by the time you get to the end, he actually takes off the human suit. So that might be one of the reasons to play through it, is by the end you learn that he's actually a robot. I don't know.
I know. I could make a game about dating. Like, be nice, but don't be like over the top creepy. Human suit kind of creepy. Don't do that. And like, go to places where you want to meet girls that have that sort of personality. Like, if you read books, go to a bookstore.
Yeah. I mean, just in general,
if you're active, go to the gym. And
there's just, I mean, hey, Mal, you don't know anything about this.
No,
you're just a woman.
Oh, I was gonna say I haven't been in the dating scene since.
Well, yeah, that too. I was gonna say we don't know anything, Mal. We're not love gurus. Anyway, this has been a very enlightening first 20, and also,
I would not use that word.
well, enlightening in the sense of learning about this specific game, not enlightening in the term of learning anything in particular. I gotta say, having played 30 minutes of this, I can see why Sony blocked it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's problematic. I'm not gonna lie. It's got some problems, to say the very least. If you have played Super Seducer, or you know what, heck, if you've got opinions, and I know you got opinions, I would love to hear your opinions. Please leave your opinions in the comments. And God, I'm so excited that we're done with this. Did you learn anything, Mal?
Squirrels don't eat hot dogs?
You know what? That's a good point. Actually, they might.
They might.
I don't actually know. So we really didn't learn anything.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, that's not what I expected to happen.